Hey guys, I'm Mike from MADCAT Productions. In this series, I'd like to go over 51 exercises that you should practice in order to become awesome animators. Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry it's taken me so long to get this up. I've had some problems with my rendering software lately, but today we're going to be doing exercise 3, which is a brick falling from a shelf. There we go. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Open up a new project here. Okay, so if we've got a brick falling off the shelf, first thing we need is the shelf. So I'm just gonna draw one in here on this layer. Try to get that line right. Alright. And get a new layer on here. And get us a brick. Just gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh. Alright, kind of a crappy brick, but we'll roll with it. Let's see. So this brick's going to be falling to the floor. So we'll go ahead and draw the brick on the floor. Floor can be about right here. Let's see, if it fell, how would it land? Alright, there we go. That looks about right. It maybe gets a little bigger, but it should be okay. So, how long does it take the brick to fall? That should be plenty of time. So let's see. About right here, I'm gonna have the brick be about here. That's a little too big. Let's start over there. Got a bit more latency on here than I'm used to. There we go. Seems to be getting a little better. Okay, how's this brick falling? So it's gonna lean forward on its way off. So we'll have the top of the brick right there. And It'll be about right here, actually. Okay, that looks about right. So let's see. As it's going down, let's call it about right here. Actually, we're going to move the middle point closer to the end because it's going to gain speed as it goes. It's going to start out a little bit slower, so we'll go from here to somewhere right around the middle of these two bricks. There we go. Okay, so somewhere in the middle of here, let's have another brick. There we go. Here I'm going to have the brick come out this way so it's actually flipping around. Let's see. There we go. All right. Way too long on that. There we go, that's better. Let's close that up. Okay. So we're going to get another brick here. Not quite as wide. There we go, about like that. And stretch that out one more. I'm going to get another little in between here. As the bricks originally falling off the shelf. Okay, see how that looks in motion. Let's stretch out this final frame so we can actually see it hit a little bit. There we go. Okay. Another frame right here. One thing I don't like, let's see if I can fix it. Just gonna move these down as it spins here. It looks like it just kind of stops in midair and starts spinning, which isn't exactly what we want. And there we go. Try that. Okay. Gonna get rid of one exposure on every one of these, one frame in between all of these. There we go, just so it moves a little bit faster. Okay. And one thing I want to do is it's right there. Kind of want to make it hit on that end and then fall forward. Get my pencil back out. Alright, just something like this. I'm just going to do an in-between of it falling here. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm just going to stretch this frame just a bit. And I'm actually going to redo this frame right here. So that it's more upright. Okay, let's see that. Okay. Now just gonna add some in-between frames and then should be a lot smoother if we can get our pencil to work. There we go. All right. There we go. Let's put it in between here. Just gonna add one more right here. All right. I'm gonna have it rest for a few frames here, and then before it falls, I'm gonna have it go this way just a little bit. Just to put a little more emphasis in that fall. Good enough. And add an in between on the fall forward. And another in between right here. To make it a little smoother. There we go. Okay, see how that looks. Scroll out a bit. There we go. You can close this gap a little bit Don't really need it to rest that long. There we go. Okay. Well, that's pretty much your brick falling off a shelf right there. I'm going to go ahead and color this so that it looks a little better. But that's pretty much it. Let's see. Nice red. Don't need our onion skins anymore. Have this broadside be red. Let's use somewhat lighter red for this side. Just kind of trick the eye into the 3D perspective. Oh. Again, there we go. Okay, now I get a really dark red for this last bit on the top. It's missing some little spots in there, but that's alright. It's not really going for a finished animation, just adding a little color to make it easier to read. There we go. Okay. Now, might as well, since we're here, paint this shelf. Let's make it kind of a light blue. There we go. Oop. Guess we should make the brick invisible first. Might help. There we go. Alright. Okay, and one last little final touch. Just gonna add a little poof of smoke when the thing hits. Let's see. It's a good way to do that here. Just some purple smoke. That's way too big. We can turn on some onion skins on this. I'm not sure if it'll help or not because I'm drawing these so light. There we go, just have it kind of pop out and curl up like that. And then on this frame, have it barely be there at all. And then this frame not there at all. And then here at the end we're going to do the same thing. Oh. Except since it's falling this way, we're just going to kind of throw the smoke out here. Just on one side. If you wanted, you could leave the smoke out, or, you know, I guess it's more dust than smoke. But either way, you know, if you wanted to, you could leave it out or spend more time on it and actually make it look good. I'm just being real quick with it, and just pick the first brush that I saw that might work, so it's understandable if it's crap, but alright, see how that looks. And let me add an exposure to these. Yeah, I think going a little slower, they look a little better. And also, if we turn them down, their opacity, there we go, so they're a little more see-through. Alright. And let's get a nice background going. Let's get a pen and I don't know, kind of a green blue. Nope. Wrong one. I think I like this brush better. Oh, that's not the one I'm odd about either. No. Let's make that a little bigger. But like I said in my last video, feel free to work as much or as little as you want on this. Try to actually get the animation done, but that's the important part. You know, everything else is just really just wasting time. It's you know, the point of the exercise is to animate the brick falling. This horrid puke green background I drew serves no purpose, but contrast that with a horrible yellow background for the floor. Not sure why my computer's got so much lag today. Something I'm gonna need to look into. This is almost impossible to work with. There we go. Nice little background. I say nice little background, kind of mean the exact opposite of that, but alright. Well, I'll go ahead and call that an episode. I'll render this out and post it right here. Alright, y'all have a good one.